It's now the turn of the women's group competitors. Seventh highest qualifiers, Portugal, go first, followed by the 6th and 8th in Israel and Ukraine. As we get down the order, watch for Belgium going 6th, the 3rd highest qualifiers, and then Belarus and the Russian Federation, the 2nd and the highest qualifiers, go at the end. So 6, 7 and 8. Israel represented by Or Armani, Zil Hurwitz and Yuval Weingold. Hurwitz is the youngest gymnast in this whole competition. One of a number of 14-year-olds. Watch out for this routine. It only had a score of 24.86 in qualification, but that was with a lot of time penalties. They have a high difficulty value, Israel, 2.51. They could well fly up the leaderboard, and what super balance work. Split leg planche, 2-arm support. The music, Tel Aviv by Omer Adam. Great piece of music. Twisting into the pike, landing it well. Now this is where things went astray for Israel in qualifying. It was the final stages of this balance routine that goes from the split leg planche into a ring. They couldn't hold this in qualifying. An interesting decision made. They have changed that. Hurwitz going for the split handstand rather than the ring. A wise move. They'll sacrifice some difficulty, but they'll pick up some execution. And will that decision allow them to rejoice and be happy, as Hava Nagila suggests they should? Keeping nice control in these dynamic elements. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Such a sense of partnership. Lightning quick double layout into the catch. Hurwitz really going for a spin. Israel going into medal contention with that display. They've had an uneven qualification performance. The 6th highest qualifiers, but that qualifying score is an overall score. When you add up the balance, dynamic and combined, their combined was well down. Israel have started to carve out a reputation for themselves in group acrobatics, the men's group. Very notable, successful quartet. Took the silver at the last World Championships, the men's group. What of the women's group? .98.93 for Israel puts them into first place. It is a huge improvement. Ukraine, Natalia Kolmarova, Annalina Kozlop and Katerina Shevchuk. Kozlop is the top gymnast, she's 14. Lovely start. 2 one-arm crocodiles on the ground, a one-arm split handstand in the middle. Great strength, great balance. Fascinating choice of orchestration. Doesn't protect the gymnasts. It's a very exposing piece of music. It requires very staccato choreography. And they do it well. Super way of dealing with the change in the music. Lovely, creative, complementary choreography. This is some nice balance work. If they get it right, of course. Straddle lever moves into the two-arm split handstand. Now moves through the split leg planche, back into the straddle lever. That's super. And then one of the two gymnasts at the base moving into a scale balance on one leg. It's memorable stuff. Sharp legs in the pike. Really nice position. Can they follow that up with a tight tuck? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Diamondov style lift done with such elegance. There's always such a lovely atmosphere at gymnastic events between competitors as we look back at the opening moments, the one-arm crocodiles. The difference between the crocodile and the planche, arm is bent under the body in the crocodile position. Planche, the arms are straight. If you're watching, having joined acrobatic gymnastics from other disciplines of the sport, you'll recognize certain moves like the pikes, the tucks, the planches. Commonly in acrobatic gymnastics, the planche is performed with the split leg position. Judges want to see the knees really into the body in the tuck. Time to relax, give a quick wave, and relax they are. I think their relaxation has gone to excitement. 28.185, Ukraine in second place. Big jump up from qualification. Is it going to be enough for a medal? Duan Yushan, Ji Kyung, Liu Jieyu, the People's Republic of China. Kyung is the top gymnast. Now here's something you can dance to. Bit of swing in more ways than one. Super form in the layout position, lovely arch back. Judges want to see the straightness in the layout when they want to see the tightly pulled in body in the tuck. Starts in the straddle lever position. What a lovely line created, moving all the way up into the handstand. Straight as a nail. And they are very synchronized. The pike moving eventually into the wrap front catch, which is a popular sequence in acrobatic gymnastics. You see it more in the, as we go for a little cycle, you see it more in the mixed pairs. Another leg extension balance coming up in this women's group competition. Split handstand moves around nicely into the straddle lever. Those are as pointed as you'll get toes, straight-legged. And look at the flexibility and creativity moving into the crocodile. That's super stuff. Lovely work from China. It's a really, really fun routine. It's also a deceptively difficult routine. It had a 2.49 for difficulty in qualification. They do a wonderful job, the gymnasts and indeed the coaches, of crafting a routine that layers the difficulty while still telling a bit of a story and having some frivolity. The trio from China be feeling when the scores come in. 28.24 in qualification for the combined routine. That, as things stand, would be good enough for the silver medal position. So although they were only the 4th highest qualifiers overall, the combined routine, this routine you're seeing a replay of now, that was the strongest. Super way to transition from pike into the wrap catch. Some real flexibility and extension shown in the balances. What will the reward be for the People's Republic of China? Well, expect this to be big. It is very big indeed. 29.14 for China. A lot of noise in the Lotto arena for Lena de Moor and the twin sisters Eva and Anna Hyde. Host nation, 3rd highest qualifiers. They make their way onto the performance area. Well, they make their way onto the podium. This is a routine with a real sense of partnership. Nice creative balance work to begin. Got a straddle lever, splits and a split handstand all going on. And some nice mirroring there. An arch along with split handstand. It's clever stuff and it's all put together really neatly. Their qualification difficulty score was the lowest, so they need the execution to be absolutely right. Lovely control here. Tiny, tiny steps on landing. To the leg extension balance. That really is a beautiful line created. Very straight legs, the straddle lever nicely secure. They have to hold it for at least 3 seconds, otherwise it's a 0.3 time penalty for every second lost. Those can be mighty costly. Got us clapping along in Antwerp. Knees came in really tightly in the double tuck. It was well landed. It is not the most difficult of routines. It is an extremely tidy and tight and nice looking routine. It's sharp, the city that hosted the World Championships of this sport 30 years ago. Literally next door. The Lotto Arena is beautiful for hosting the sport of acrobatic gymnastics. It really lends itself to the shape of the floor. Fans can really get packed in and get close to the action and see these moves, these dynamic moves up close. Oh, Belgium 4, so nearly. 27.74 the score for Belgium. And it's a fine score, but they will just miss out on a medal. This is where things might get very, very interesting. The second highest qualifiers will be followed by the highest qualifiers. So China, Israel, and Ukraine will sit nervously. It's Belarus, Yulia Ivonchik, Veronika Nabokina, Karina Sandovic. It is Sandovic who is the top gymnast. She's 18. All three of them have a silver medal from the World Games last year. Nabokina and Sandovic have World Championship bronze from 2 years ago. And those two also have a European Games bronze from 2015. So two of these three have been working together for a long time. Judges want to see the gymnasts get quickly into these balance elements, not take an inordinate amount of time to do so. Nice transition from the split handstand into the arch handstand. Now into the split leg planche, and that is a lovely line created by the split legs, really straight. Managing so well that change in colour of the music. Tightly up in the tuck, and then round into the pike as well. That nice bit of variety, moving from tuck to pike. Judges looking for not just the same dynamic skills repeated time and time again. It's got to be variety. Same applies for the balance work. Straddle lever goes in once more to the split leg planche. Again, a really nice line between base and middle gymnast. Very straight, very secure. Well, it will be fascinating to see the judges' evaluation of Belarus, because they had a 28.93 for the combined routine in qualification. Gymnasts need to land not hunched over in a pike position. And they have to prove to the judges that the landing is effectively an unsupported landing. Belarus move into the gold medal position, 29.43. It's a great display from Belarus, up from qualification, up all the way into gold. And there's just one more trio to go. So Belarus and China secure medals. Israel sit nervously for the highest qualifiers to perform. Of course, no set of gymnasts can sit easy in the sport of acrobatic gymnastics when the Russian Federation are still to perform. Final routine. It is the highest qualifiers. Daria Chebulanka, Polina Plastinina, Ksenia Zagoskina. And Plastinina At 15 is the top. World Games gold medalists from last year need to be secure moving into this first sequence. Big leap up from the landing from Plastinina. They have some real difficulty in this routine. 3.01 D score in qualifying, and you can see it in the dynamic work. Having such a high D score does give them a little margin for error in some of the balances, but not too much. Straddle, lever, support skills, moving into the split handstand, and a lovely slowing down of the pace coming out of that handstand. Now, they had some problems with this in qualification. It was more secure, not as secure as they have performed it. Some splendid choreography and a real sense of projection of character. Now, this is an ambitious balance sequence. Straddle lever with a bridging base. Only one arm to bridge as well. Transitions into the crocodile. Back into the straddle lever as the base rises. Lovely. It's raining men, but will it be raining medals for Russia in the Lotto Arena? Time will tell. Is it going to be good enough? Some wonderful moments, some opportunities for deduction, but real difficulty, the whole thing underpinned by difficulty that was by some way the highest of any routine in this women's group final. I'll leave you at home to make your guess as to which way this is going. Who would be a judge right now? Whatever happens, it will be 3 top quality routines. If they do have hope, they are right to have it. 30.06 for the Russian Federation, the only score above 30, and it is the gold medal winning performance, the highest qualifiers. The World Games gold medalists were going for a first world title, and they have done it. Confirmation of the results in the women's group final. China take the bronze, Belarus take the silver. The Russian Federation winning gold with the only score above 30. The medalists in the women's group competition at the 26th Acrobatic Gymnastics World Championships taking place at the Lotto Arena in Antwerp. The bronze for the People's Republic of China, the silver for Belarus, and gold for the Russian Federation. A look back at the moments of celebration. Those, the biggest moments of celebration of all. What a lovely reaction that was